Yeah.
Yeah, so
You only find in some selected stores.
yeah,
Yeah.
some selected stores.
That's right.
For
Yes.
example, Woolworths
That's right.
and
Yes.
other stores.
And if you don't have good money, you might not enter them.
Yes. And if you can go to Cape Town, is one of the provinces where you get organic.
Okay.
Where you get organic products.
All right. All right.
Because they are produce based.
Okay.
And if you go to, if you can just go to Europe,
All right.
you will never find labeled products that contain the GMO. So that's why they are like yeah, they just
A long lifespan. Yeah. All right. Wow. So they don't have that in Europe.
No, they don't have.
So you also experienced that when you were there.
Yes, I also experienced it.
And which country were you in there?
I was in Belarus.
In Belarus, then Russia.
Yeah, that's the neighboring country of Russia.
Of Russia. Belarus. Oh wow, wow, wow. And there was nothing of GMCs and GMOs, nothing of some sort. Where people are having high blood pressure, arthritis, and it's like this nice sweets, you know, arthritis, high blood, and our grannies are getting to get some medications. So, but it looks like there's a plan here, because these things are not happening in Europe.
Yeah, they're not.
But they are happening in Africa.
Yeah,
So it means there's a plan, as I indicated, that if the plan is depopulation, someone who had it in 1960s to say, how do we depopulate this world, bring it down from 6 billion to 500 million, and of these only people that are a chosen thought, and of all the other people are not of importance. And now my question is, having such a leadership in South Africa, why is it that the leadership is doing nothing about that matter?
You know, for our economy,
That's right.
it is a very expensive measure that we need to take when it comes to organic farming.
Okay.
Because remember, this inorganic, this food that they go fast,
All right.
and that means they use this a little bit to spend on the food of the product.
Okay.
How
All right.
they are produced.
Okay.
Yes, but with the organic, it's going to be a bit difficult, because that's when manure to be applied.
Manure, yes.
Biological,
That's right.
yeah, something
Yes. Okay. So you are you saying to me this could be the fact that we are more concerned of budgetary?
Yeah, I think.
Like we're looking at budgetary, but when some of the money is now, you know, being distributed and redistributed among politicians, and I was saying the health of our people, you know, is being put at risk here, because someone is thinking about money, and the easier way is to go the deadly way. You know, and bring big chickens. Now let's talk about it, because now you are bringing big chickens and big carrots, which are not even sweet. They are not even nice. We are not enjoying carrots no longer. We no longer enjoy our vegetables. What's going on?
But remember, this statement is about the inorganic and organic.
Okay.
They taste the same, they look the same, everything is the same about it. But the secret is that they have the GMO.
Okay.
The inorganic diet is the GMO.
All right.
Yes, so that's the problem. But with the organic,
Yeah.
they grow natural.
They grow natural.
Yes, like I'm saying, like manure.
That's right.
is being applied to
That's right.
everything. And yes, the taste will be the same, but when it comes to our health, it's good for our.
But you know what I'm worried about is that even the taste today, there are some carrots you can't actually enjoy them.
Yeah.
Like for your eyes, and you can't. When you look at the chicken, I mean, you are thinking,
Yeah, you know what?
it's like this is it's something big, you know. It's bigger than even a cattle thigh, and it's a chicken. Like is it normal? Like yes, maybe you can.
The problem with the inorganic is
Okay.
probably
Oh.
every year.
Okay.
Yes, between about 40 can become. They will obviously.
Okay. The taste. All right. And tell us about, because we are living in times where people want to see things happening instantaneously. Maybe that is the problem where we are, because technology is there, and you did agro-processing also, you understand it, and you've studied that, and you've got the knowledge. Now, I want to understand that now, because we're living in those times of technology, and it's, it's more into demand. But now, the problem is, should we also, go the route in terms of how we breed our chickens? And because now a chicken, if I have to give you my personal knowledge, I mean, it takes a bit of time. You see chicklets and running around with their mother for some time. But now today, you breed it today, and you expect production in 4 to 6 weeks or something.
With that, then I can say it depends on the
okay.
Our animal.
All right.
With the machine, the processing is just natural.
It's natural. All right. All right.
From the experience that I have.
That's right. That's right.
So I want to be a problem with the processing of the product.
Of the product.
Yeah,
the problem is the feed.
The problem is the feed.
So are you saying there's something, as you spoke when you started, like the feed, there's a contamination, as we had Dr. Mafura, there's a contamination on the feed.
On the feed.
That contamination is the very contamination that actually causes diseases.
And then with the crop, the fertilizers that are used.
That's right.
For example, the NPK.
Okay.
We are using nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium.
All right.
Remember, with the inorganic,
yeah.
there are certain elements that are being killed.
Okay.
Yeah. That kills the soil. If inorganic kills the soil,
okay.
The elements.
I get you. It kills certain elements. It kills the richness of the soil. And are you saying it's the same as taking bringing forth its dimension of DNA to the soil, and then it begins to now overwhelms the soil, and the soil goes like it disappears, and its strength and its originality, then a new DNA comes out. I get what you're saying. But now, I understand you very well there. So now, the reason why, Ms. Prudence, we're coming out with this is because we want South Africa to understand also the dangers. I don't know, if that's the dangers that goes with this. Now, if a person is to consume GMOs or GMC, what can you tell South Africa in regards to outcomes? This person does not know. They just eat. In terms of our health, what are the implications?
No, but I think with the help of our government,
okay.
Because now there's a question that if there's funding of inorganic farming.
Okay.
So I think our farmers should be given the advantage and opportunity.
That's right.
To plan
okay.
And do everything natural.
They must do everything natural. But my question was, if it's not natural, what does this do to our people? Are you saying there's an old woman who does not know and understand what's going on in their home? So it's because of the food that we consume. So if the government doesn't take a decision on this matter, it becomes like a peril, a killing machine that kills our people slowly.
Because now if you look at the lifespan of most of the people so goes down to 87.
Wow. Wow. South Africa, I wouldn't know how to put this, but let me tell you this, with the wisdom that I carry, I'm going to tell you one thing. When we stood up and also began to develop a document, we came to this talk that we are talking about. And I want to just, set it out to each and every South African there. You see, when the leadership is busy pointing one to another, who's good and throwing some promises and into wanting to say, I'm better than the other, there are certain things of importance that actually begins to happen. And this is what we are addressing as a movement, as a government of EcoForum. We are addressing matters as of national interest to say, we have a matter here. When we talk food, as I'm talking now, somebody's eating. As we close this program, somebody will be eating. So people are dying every second and every minute. And as they are dying, there are people who are actually being enriched in the process. There are people who are getting more richer because of this process. And that happens in the course of our people. And I want to stand and say to every South African, we need to go a bit deeper, because these are seasons of reformation. These are seasons of knowledge. And we are not going to allow anybody to shut knowledge away, because our people from locality to even urban, even those in the parliament, they need to know the truth. And those who knew the truth, they need to repent of the matter. How can we allow such things to happen? Because we knew about the depopulation program a long time. But the problem that it cannot be spoken forth is because of some big organizations that we know. And I want to say that as South Africans, we are coming to a time to say no to such practices. Because now, we now understand now, if I look at how things were, even as we were growing, TB was cured. We came to a point where TB could be cured quickly. But now, when you look at how things went, even after 2000, sicknesses and diseases were imposed over our nation. People were diabetes, people had high blood pressures, and I can tell you in the location, you've got 99.9% of people who are going through that. And I can tell you that now as a government we commit that we are going to set out policies and begin to bring implementation. And also, we want to take over of food production, endorse it, certify it, and approve it. No food will enter the borders of our nation which is deadly, which is not tested. Our relationships will not be carnal. Our relationships will be relationships that has the betterment mentality in terms of taking South Africa forward. So anything that is destructive will not enter our shores. Why? Because the government of EcoForum stands, and we are going to invite every professional to deal with this matter, and we're going to present the matter even in the parliament in order to make it an assurance that quality assurance is presented in our nation. No more big chickens, no more big carrots, which are not even sweet. You see, let me tell you something. You take your money, last month you buy a chicken that is deadly and sick. It means you are using your money to kill yourself. But you are having leadership that is there, that has researchers all over, but they cannot detect. But even if they detect, they can't take a decision because of the interest of what? Of the budgetary, looking at how much it costs. Even if it can cost us trillions, we will have to take that route, because food is a human right. And if that is the case, then we need to deal with the measure in order to measure the measure. South Africa, the truth is demystified. The meat is being brought before you. And we have worked on it as a government, and we are saying to you today, let the truth set you free. And I'm going just to say to all of you in South Africa, we love you, we love you. We are in the times where people electioneer, give t-shirts and caps, and they do all those things, and they give food, and they come to your houses. But tonight, you know the truth, that we are coming to your house with the truth. You can see our heart. Now catch our heart, and also take your pen and put your cross. Vote EcoForum 2019, and leadership that will stand, that will be capable and stand for its people. You see, this is what we promised.